Namaskar. Today I want to ask you a question that with Agnihotra, can everybody practice their own religion?
Of course, yes. Greetings to you all. The question is very nicely asked, and this can be a dilemma to many who want to practice Agnihotra or practicing Agnihotra. Basically, Agnihotra comes from the storehouse of knowledge called Vedas. The meaning of Vedas is Ved means knowledge, and knowledge one can have, and not the ignorance. From this knowledge, the secondly is a misnomer or a myth that Agnihotra is some sort of a worship, some sort of a ritual belonging to any particular religion. No. Since similarly like Veda do not belong to any formal religion, Agnihotra also should not be belonging to any formal religion. It is a cleansing process of outside as well as inner self. Because it is said that before you pray, you have to have cleansing. Either you can do with water, you can do with vachu, they call it, you can do with anointing. There are different ways in different cultures where cleansing has been done, but that can be external cleansing. For inner cleansing, it is stress that fire is essential. That helps you to clear your inner mind, and then with whole mind and body, you'll be able to pray God. Let us find out what is religion after all. The definition of religion as given is yato abhyudaya nisreyasha siddhi se dharma. Means by practicing which you have progress in life, material progress in life. At the same time, you also have the spiritual contentment and progress. Praise, you will get a prayer, what you desire, you get what you like, you get. The beauty of practicing religion. At the same time, a very simple definition also is given by authorities in the past, and that is achiratiti dharma. Whatever you have been following with sort of ardently, with your heart into it, of course, good, not bad. This can be religion. So, when this is done, and the crux of all religions of the world, the basic crux, I'm not going to the process, inner sort of a core of any religion can be to surrender. Surrender to whatever you call it. As you call God, you can call it some other name, but nobody has seen it. And that's the reason we have got several names for that light, you can call it, you can call, some storehouse of energy, you can call it. You can call it God, Paramatma, by definition, different names. So you have to basically surrender with mind, body, and intellect. Because intellect can play different games, So we have to surrender with all this. So that's what is achieved by doing, following by religion. And all religions stress this particular thing. Page 1 to page last, all book religions stress on surrender. Words may be different. And also, in the Vedic literature also, you find there's a important on surrendering. Agnihotra, now how does it fit in Agnihotra? Agnihotra is a process or a material aid to surrender. At the same time, when we perform Agnihotra, we are performing the 5 basic tenets or components of the universal religion. With all religions, directly or indirectly, have been ordained to follow these 5 principles. First principle can be purity of mind and body, atmosphere where you are going to pray. We call yajna. Second, dan, sharing your assets without expectation. Third can be tapa, that is what we call it meditation or penances. That is karma. You should do your karma as you sow, as you reap. Then and swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means, who are you? That question should arise in your mind. And you are not a person who have been named by your parents, that there is something beyond that you are supposed to know. Or you are supposed to know your spiritual self. Understand it. These are 5 basic. Nobody will say don't give dan. None of the religions in the world, I'm sure, will say don't give dan. Or don't give, share assets to deserving people. Then, but before giving, you have to find that he deserves it. Then otherwise you become a party to fellows doing something wrong. Then tapa is at a fixed time. You're trying to control mind, body and intellect. That is tapa. So this like this, you have to do your karma. Whatever you are doing should be good for the people. And swadhyaya is, I already told you. So this is what religion is. Agnihotra doesn't interfere into all these things. So you should not be have any question in mind that am I sort of trespassing my religion? Am I sort of going beyond it? And when we say Suryaya Swaha, Agnaye Swaha, these are not the deities. These are the God has been described by people. Nobody has been able to perfectly describe the God. But whoever tried to describe, they have said it is a brilliance of light, unimaginable. The representative of that light on the earth can be fire, something like fire. Beyond that, you can have brightest thing what we see in the world is the sun. So God is much more brighter than these. So that is what we can have. And soothing also. So these names represent only the sort of that brilliance of the energy, power of God. So one need not confuse that we are worshipping Surya Devata or Vayu Devata or Agni Devata, nothing like that. So one need not have confusion in mind. And in fact, I would stress that performing Agnihotra, you'll be able to be a better follower of your own religion. If you translate these 5 tenets into different religious words, it can be Vaju, that is Agnihotra, internal Vaju, basically. Even Musa Paigambar used to do this in his time, fire. And when they started putting annual sacrifice, it was held. Then it comes to Dan, of course, I don't have to talk much about it. Similarly, tapa also not much. So these all being followed. There's zakat they call for Dan. Then mujahida they call for tap. And Adam khuda nahi, lekin khuda ke noor se juda nahi. It can be called as a sort of swadhyaya. Try to be nearer the light of God. So these are the few things. Same thing, you can find out in Bible also. You have some references about Agnihotra, and that comes in Daniel's book. The Daniel's book said, when the Lord was crucified, and then Daniel was one of the the apostles of religion, and he felt bad about it, dejected, because at the same time when he was crucified, there was a fire temple, and the fire in that copper, whatever vessel was there, was shut down automatically. So when he visited that temple, he had a question in his mind when it will be restarted. And he got an answer, which is written in Daniel's book, that secret of morning and evening sacrifice will come true, but before that, much time has to pass. Words may not be same as given, but almost the meaning is the same. So it's been given that it will restart again, morning, evening sacrifice. And even when people were putting animals in the fire, that time the clergies were supposed to put only the incense and grains. So this was the thing. I know we can quote a lot of sort of references everywhere that it does not contradict. Rather, it is a complement one's own religion. So I request you, I appeal to you that don't have these doubts in the mind. Do it. Do it simple, like you have a fan in the house. You have sort of AC in your house to have good atmosphere. So same way, perform Agnihotra. Find out yourself whether it helps your own religion or not. To concentrate, to becoming better follower, become regular. And if it does, then continue. What is the problem? Thank you.